As mentioned earlier on, there's still no yeast after 2 months on the shelf, so let's see how our homemade yeast is doing right now. Today we are making a simplified version of the rose with my homemade yeast. First of all, let's check my homemade yeast. Wow, they smell really good after opening the lid. Very successful. Well, so let's have 3 large tablespoons of the homemade yeast into the mixing bowl. For coloring, I've thought of different varieties, but I still want to stick with natural colors, so I boil some of the carrots in order for me to have a rosy kind of orangey flower later on. Next, add in about 250 to 300 grams of flour. As I personally like natural ingredients, so this time I'm adding soft boiled carrots to give it a rosy orangey color to my flour. Well, add in some water so that it's not too thick. This is how it should be. The dough is very soft and you can actually let it sit for about 20 to 30 minutes before you start working on it again. As the yeast turns acidic after a couple of days, it is advisable to put in alkaline powder to neutralize it. At this point, you may put in 1 teaspoon of sugar and 1/4 teaspoon of salt to bring up the flavor. Let the dough sit aside. After 30 minutes, I'm going to roll the dough out right now. Sprinkle some flour on the countertop and you can start rolling the dough into a flat piece. Flip it over so that you can actually even out both sides by rolling out both sides evenly. There we go. Okay, now you actually roll it into a elongated shape and then get your knife ready so that you can cut it into small pieces. Okay, so now it's a nice long shape and we're going to cut that into small pieces about, there we go, about maybe 5 to 6 cm. As you can see, we have nice 12 pieces of dough right now. Don't forget to actually cover it with a saran wrap so that the moisture would not evaporate into the air. So while working on the dough, you will have to powder your countertop again. Okay, squeeze it a little bit and then even out from side to the middle. So let me quickly finish it off so that I can show you how to stack it on top of each other. So now let's stack it on top of each other right now. For my version of the flower buns, I would add in slightly marinated minced meat with a green onion. And then so we start rolling from one side to the other. There we go. Nicely shaped right now, isn't it? Okay, let's get sidetracked a bit. For those who want to steam the bun, you have to leave it in the pot overnight. This is what it looks like after it's steamed. If you guys like this idea, we could do another video on that. Let me know, drop me a line. Okay, start heating up your pan right now. When the frying pan is sizzling, start putting in the flower bun right now. Start pan frying it. Pour in about 1/4 cup of water and let it simmer for about 10 minutes. So when the water is dry up, you can see that the meat is no longer raw and you can actually scoop it up right now. There we go, it's completed right now. You may consider doing it on Mother's Day or Valentine's Day. I'm sure the person receiving it will be full of joy. Please subscribe if you like the video. and leave us any comments. Happy cooking!